As a man, I've struggled along with my fellow men against our arch enemy, our hair. And as an Asian man, my fellow Asian brothers and I have struggled against that awful thing that haunts our nightmares. Bowl cuts. Ugh. Not overpriced boba, not a smurf in our Valorant lobbies, not even the low but hellish possibility that Uniqlo runs out of Aerisms. None of that. Bowl cuts. Ugh. It hurts to say. I had a pretty rough cut going into most of my life. It was so bad that motherfuckers didn't even bother telling me about it. 'Cause it was obvious. That'd be like shooting an unarmed man. I had like a mushroom shaped head, and my hair would be round with a little bit of unevenness in the front. And my head was so round, it'd make my face look tiny. My jaw was so smushed looking. I looked like a young Justin Bieber if his jaw was smushed and he pulled all his hair down and cut triangles in the front. It was bad. And as I went on, it stayed largely unchanged. COVID hit and delayed the issue, but it didn't help. It kept coming back at me. No matter what I did, there's always something wrong. I found myself staring at mirrors. I kept looking at the guy in the mirror, and I slowly didn't like the guy in the mirror. It was just so crusty, bro. I don't know. My friend told me I should not be so harsh on myself. I mean, it clearly did not affect our friendship at all. And I've been blessed to have friends who don't talk about my hair, which is great. It's not important to them. When I found a barber in Burlingame, a good one, an actual styler, my friends lit up. I immediately thought, what the hell, guys? Why are you so excited? That one friend in the beginning was particularly excited. In fact, he was jumpy. He'd be all bubbly and excited around me, like, you're getting a haircut! Guess who's getting a haircut? And I'd be rolling my eyes. He told me, you send me a flick when you get it. I want to see your new cut. Despite the mild annoyances, I'm excited. I had never gotten a professional cut before. The only place that I went to was this one Asian barbershop before. And from that Asian barbershop, I came out with a flat line in the front like Vector from Despicable Me. Clearly, it was time to move on. I go there, I get the cut, rinse $100 on it plus tip. Barber spends 2 hours cooking, workshopping. I finish, I take a picture of my cut, I send it to my friend, and he responds, yo, you should get a new haircut. Fuck you, man. I knew something was up. No way he could be this quiet for so long. Now, he could be joking, I don't know. But whatever reason he had that day, it really made me regret spending $100. Haircuts in America are fucking expensive, bro. I'm sorry. I can't be mad if I rinse a Benny on just some trims and a teaspoon of hair powder and product. It's always $30 or more at CVS. I best just do that somewhere else. You know what $100 can do? $100 can get you a perm in Japan. That's crazy. Now perms, I was a little scared of them. Permanent curly? Like JungKook from BTS? I had seen all these photos of Koreans, and I've been told that the way they get them to look like that is through perms. Now, I don't know what it is about Koreans, but they just scare me. Koreans, man. I'm Taiwanese, and they scare me. I don't know anything about Koreans. For all I know, they can be super cool, but some about the way they look just scares me. I'm sorry. Perms are like $600 in America. That's crazy. And $100 in Japan. I was in Japan and I accidentally got a perm. I was in an English-friendly salon, and let me get this straight. This mofo cutting my hair clearly did not know English at all. He had no idea what I was saying. It was a struggle. I tried pulling out the translate app. Didn't help. I tried everything. I showed this guy a photo of a Korean haircut that I wanted, and this man in the photo had a perm. Now, I'd gotten this haircut in Taiwan without a perm, and I thought, I'll get it again. But the problem was here, and this is a very important problem, that neither of us had any fucking clue what the fuck either of us was saying. I couldn't hear Japanese. This English understanding man was a liar. I tried to get across what I wanted, but all that probably got through was hair, arigatou gozaimasu. Now, it must have been like 2 minutes talking, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're choosing your haircut, that's a fuck ton of time. And in the end, I just got tired of pulling out the translation app and saying arigato. I just gave up. He was like, perm? Okay? And I was like, fuck it, motherfucker, we ball. Man, if you've never had a perm before, it is a weird experience. First, they wrap towels around the brim of your head and put rollers in your hair. I got a chemical perm, and when they poured it on my head, that chemical was stinky and cold, and it flowed really well. It was weird. It was like wet, but like moving way faster than normal water on your head from like getting a shower. It felt like I was in a swimming pool, bald, but like hair on top of my baldness. I don't know. It was weird. And that chemical smell is awful. You ever smelt it? It's like that one stinky ass fruit, durian. That fruit that smells like garlic. You smelled it. You wouldn't think my ass was in a hair salon. You think we're in a fruit market in Indonesia. And that was just one of the craziest experiences of my life that I'll never forget. And the whole time I was getting this perm, I was getting stressed. And this is true for Asian people who get perms. You wait to see how Korean you get. And this is true, I didn't look Korean at all. I looked ultra Korean. I got the waves and perms and shit. I'm like a freshly minted Korean lover boy. Look at me. I am JungKook now. I became JungKook for $100, which is a lot better than JungKook. We spent, I don't know, more. $100 got me a perm at this store, which will normally get you like 1/6 of a perm in the US. I got it for cheap, and the whole time I was wondering how I got away with this, and I only figured it out recently. You know how I did it? Getting it for so cheap from this barber? I introduced this John to a bit of my American heritage. I taught him to dap. That's right. And right after he finished my cut, you could tell he was ready. I was like, alright. And this man was a terrific student. You can tell he studied this craft. He got the perfect leg stance, all wide and spread out, and the perfect height, much higher than my head, because I'm still sitting in the damn barber's chair, ready to give me probably the first dap he's ever given in his life. I'm sitting there awkwardly like, hold on, brother, let me fix up your stance and posture real quick. And he didn't know about the fadeaway. He tried to dip, and I had to hold his hand down to do the fadeaway and handshake. Like, come on, man. During the scene, my mom got a flick of me dapping, and it was so tough. I'm like shining in my new hair, and I'm dapping this dude up. It's like just so wonderful. And I'm sorry, it's too clean, you know. I had to make it my Instagram profile. Like, come on. Oh, also the hair looked tough. In all seriousness, I love this guy, this barber. He did a great job. Love this guy. If you're ever in Japan, go to Vika Haircuts in Omotesando. That's VICCA Haircuts. Make sure you tell the guys that I sent you. If they ask which one, say the Korean one. You know, man, I'm just thinking, if you ever want something from a Japanese person, just teach them how to dap. They're always hungry for that information. They'll do anything for it.